Hello. A few years back, I wrote a novel called The Laws of Space. I'm not really reading it right now, but I'm pretending to, because if I was really reading my own novel, that would be weird. Anyway, The Laws of Space takes place in a controlled future where people are taught from birth to hate each other for reasons that make sense if you actually read it. It's one of those semi-satirical, sniveling social commentaries that plays a strange idea straight. It's about the whole spectrum of human emotion and pretty much wrote itself, except when I ran into a problem in the story, when I had to figure out procreation. Everybody hates each other, so that's tough. Anyway, I decided to make it a peremptory thing, a duty and nothing else. It's called continuation in the members of that fictional society. Sounds weird, I know, but it's science fiction and things always sound weird until they're not stories. But by now you probably know that I'm a super romantic guy. It is all about sonnets and flowers. Look me up on all my dating website profiles that don't exist, and you'll see I lie about all kinds of sensitive things that I don't do. But kidding. Mostly, I say mostly because sometimes flirting and romance and love is a freaking drag. Even if you're cloud nine in it with your significant, chances are you had to go through courtships and flirting and hookups that sucked. Guys are mostly inept at game. And guys that really work on their game are mostly creepy. It means they're not working on man things. They're working on their game. Ew. This is not a paradox, but it's a paradox, which I think is another paradox. So, meeting people, necessities, parts of life. So we don't all just bump into the person of our dreams as we turn the street corner. You know, the one where we both have drinks and smash into each other and we spill it on each other, but nobody gets really that mad because that would preclude us from falling in a deep love trance that never wears off even after death. I don't know, though, that might happen. Or else would Nicholas Sparks get his incredible plots. Love you, Nikki. But let me bring up another writer in a little section about romance and love. Kurt Vonnegut time. Go ahead and make an annoyed face, but come on, you can literally close your eyes and put your finger down on any random page of old Kurt. You'll get gold, or at least some commentary that is noteworthy or hilarious or profound, at the very least some well-crafted profanity. There's an excerpt from a novel called Jailbird where he's talking about love with someone he's trying to hook it up with. In 2 or 3 pages, he stacks 90 levels of sarcasm and snark on top of each other. The money line ends with a woman questioning, quote, "What is flirtatiousness but an argument that life goes on and on and on, question mark." End quote. If you think about that little question, the irony will make your head spin. The phrasing and content complement each other to create a bitter, tedious pill of awesome. Obviously, this is not a good attitude. It's not productive, nihilistic, glass half empty, pessimistic. Probably not the best way to live, but it's hilarious if it's how you feel for a couple of minutes. Yes, I believe it's okay to have a horrible attitude in small doses. Another thing from earlier on the same page from Jailbird, the same speaker lady goes full Rust Cole from True Detective Season 1 and Agent Smith from The Matrix. People, quote, only create meaningless tragedies, she said. Quote, since they weren't nearly intelligent enough to accomplish all the good they meant to do. We were a disease, she said, which had evolved on one tiny cinder in the universe, but could only spread and spread, end quote. Jailbird. Vonnegut. Anyway, no, this doesn't sound like hilarity at first, but keep in mind the dude is smitten with a woman and her lovely take on things. Satire was a thing in a former millennium. I can't remember which one, though. My point is that the whole drink thing on the corner might end up with you getting hit in the face with a purse, and a poor attitude towards an undeserved nosebleed is completely natural, but just don't dwell on it. While I've done no research, Kurt Vonnegut probably was a flirty dude and easy to acquiesce to romance. That's after he wrote all the horrifically sardonic things banging around his giant brain. So in closing, Laws of Space by me. Yeah, Jailbird by Vonnegut. By Jailbird writer Kurt Vonnegut. Mine's heavier now that I pick them both up. Okay, read those and then maybe scream into a pillow and then get back out there. Things must continue. Well, you know what I mean. Cheers and see ya.